on to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Got a man, it's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean,
turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Well, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And he made the extra point without problem. The The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Floating away. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Change now on second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. vertical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Using his legs to buy some time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They feed him again. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Barney. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy this...
Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Uncorks it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pringle. They pick up the 1st down, they'll mark him at the 34. Gotta be expeditious here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got him this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. Makes a catch on the left. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes the grab, it's Carr. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move, it's Pringle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Chadwick. Grab near the marker, it's Lofton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grabs it in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Pringle. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The give on the inside. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Carr. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Back to pass. It's Chadwick. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
What are y'all doing? A waste of time.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
At the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
The give out of the gun. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Find some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
That's caught. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
To throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. They get to him as he throws.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Mississippi State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Carr. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Now he's going to break the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions. The offense